I'm Steve.
And I'm Les.
And this is another episode of Tabletop Tasting, Sip, and Play. What did we play, Les?
Today, we played one of the oldest games in existence. We played Crokinole.
Yeah.
And Steve, we've had a debate back and forth on this one because I've wanted to do this for several months, and you've been a bit
I didn't want
to it. And why? Tell me why.
Okay, so we play Euro games, we play new games. We're trying to introduce people to something that we really love, which is board games. So yes, games like Catan have been around for a long time.
Some more recent classics.
More recent classics, those what some would call like a Euro game, that kind of thing.
Yep.
That's kind of what our whole purpose has been, not Crokinole.
Crokinole is an amazing game, though. It shocked me when I mentioned that I wanted to play this game. But like, no, we do board games. This is a board game, and it's a fantastic board game.
Just because it's made of wood, so it's a board, doesn't mean it's a board game.
It absolutely does. So, for those not familiar with board games, Crokinole is a game that can be played with 2 to 4 players, and it's done in teams, and each person takes a disc and flips it towards the center. And the next person to go, that was a really good shot. The next person to go, if there's an opponent's piece on the board, they have to make contact with the opponent's piece. And if you sink it in the center, I can't believe Steve just did, but if you sink it in the center, as Steve just did, then that's 20 points, and that goes up on the side then. But basically, players take turns alternating back and forth, each firing, trying to remove the other person's pieces. And at the end of the game, you look at, okay, how many people are here, and in the 10 and in the 5, and you eliminate each other. And any points left over are still standing on the board, then that's how many that person accumulates. And you keep playing this until somebody achieves 100 points, either individually or as a team, in a 2v2 standoff type thing.
Yeah.
I love Crokinole. And
Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I do love Crokinole, and it's a fun game to play. But I can play it with my grandma.
Yes, and that's the magic of it.
A 2-year-old. So that's kind of where I've had that little bit of a standoff. Crokinole is fun. When you see our videos, you'll see me smiling because it's a fun game.
Yeah, you smiled almost the entire time.
Because it's an enjoyable game. It is.
And that's what makes Crokinole fantastic, is that as a child, this is one of the first games I remember playing with my grandfather. And he loved playing this, and I loved playing it with him as well. So it's that great family memory. And anyone in the family can play this. There's absolutely zero teach to it. It's, put a token piece behind the line and, shoot towards the middle. I wish I had got it so bad. But
I'm so happy.
This is a friendly, family-building, enjoyable game.
It is, yes.
Steve, when we played it, how did it feel again to go through it and play it?
It was fun. I do love this game. It is a fun game, and like you said, anybody can play it. There is like zero teach. You just gotta. It takes a little bit of maneuvering and a bit of tactic. I don't know. It does take a little bit to get used to
where you go,
flicking it, because
using the bumpers to your advantage and whatnot.
Yeah, one of the times I hit it and it flew off the board, which is always fun too. So it is a fun game, and it makes me laugh. It's just an enjoyable time for anybody to have. I agree.
This game has been around since, I can't remember if it's the 1700s or the 1800s.
18-something.
But it's been around for a really long time. Steve, what have you brought that we've been enjoying through our playthrough of Crokinole?
So you can see it right here. It is Hennessy Cognac. One of the reasons I thought this is going to be good to go with this is because Crokinole had a really big surgence or revival through the 60s and 70s. And all I could think about was a lot of adults getting the kids to bed and then cracking out the cognac and just having a great time of flicking these little things back and forth.
So this isn't a whiskey, it's a cognac.
No, it's a cognac. Hennessy Cognac is basically, it's a brandy, right? So it is a product of wine, but it can only be called cognac if it comes from Cognac province in France. So it's a fortified wine. That's why you get like those really nice, rich, deep flavors from it.
Brandy is quite sweet. Cognac is kind of the opposite.
I really do want to get back into a little bit of this.
In fact,
sorry.
Steve, you're breaking my heart.
I was just so excited to get after it.
Let's give it a go.
Okay,
it's already been opened.
Let's hear cognac. has a nice little pop to it.
It's got a little kind of little beefy, little beefy squeak to it, if you will.
Sorry, I was just really excited to get back into it, a little bit of it again.
So this is what's surprised me with the cognac. So again, unlike brandy, it's not sweet.
No.
It's not sweet at all, but it's delicious.
It's delicious, yeah. And again, like all I could think about was, you know, standing around a table. I guess you're supposed to sit, but every time I've ever enjoyed playing this game, we were usually up trying to get the best angle on it.
Which I educated you. You have to stay in your seat.
Yeah, whatever. It's kind of one of those house rules.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it is.
but yeah, like really just enjoying it. Like cognac is really nice because you can add like a little bit of ice to it, and it just kind of cools it down a little bit, or you can just like pop it and drink it. It's such good stuff.
Yeah, it's 40%, and it's like this Hennessy Very Special Cognac is 40%, but it's really, I can't believe how much I enjoy
It's just enjoyable.
This. Yeah, absolutely.
It really is.
And I put it in the same category as whiskey, as it's something that, you know, you sip on and you nurse and you enjoy it. And that works perfectly with this playthrough.
In fact, I was kind of thinking, because it doesn't have a lot of sweetness to it, I really think this would actually taste really good in an old-fashioned.
Oh,
I really do think so.
Okay, that's on the to-do
now
list.
Challenge
in fact,
accepted.
You have to make a short now of you making a video of an old-fashioned with cognac.
Yeah.
So, Steve.
Yes, Les.
I think we've learned a very valuable lesson.
I think we have.
And that is, if you're going to play the 2 to 4 player game, Crokinole, you want to pair it with
Hennessy Cognac. Why wouldn't you?
My name is Les.
And I'm Steve.
And this is Tabletop Taste.
That it is.
Have a great day.
Oh, you suck. Boom! Why don't we play this game more often?
Because it's not game for you.